Good morning to Nigerians. Like she has rightly said, we are here to have an informative one this morning from SOBI 101.9 FM.
And we have our analyst in the studio, Comrade Adebayo Abubakar. Good morning, Adebayo.
Yes, good morning, Mariam. Good morning, Ebola. Good morning, Nigerians.
Good morning, Adebayo. You're always welcome.
And we have, you can be a part of the program. We have our phone lines there, 09124221019, 09124221019, or 08051899241. And of course, you can watch us live on SOBI 101.9 FM on our Facebook page. So, Ebola, without wasting much of our time, let's dive in straight to the headlines that we have this morning. I have this one that is talking about the PFIPC scandal and the latest development on it. Ebola, let's go straight. Now, it says we take responsibility. Head of service says no due diligence done in PFIPC documents verification. That's after every back and forth, trading of blames, denial. Finally, the Esther Walson-Jack, head of the Civil Service of the Federation, has admitted that due diligence was not carried out to verify documents presented by the Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council. So, Adebayo Abubakar, this development, this accountability this time around, what's your reaction to this? Do you think it's coming late?
Well, like the saying goes, it is better late than never. This is what should have come first, because a look at the whole, the architecture of the whole fraud that the presidential PIFC or something,
Presidential Foreign Intervention.
The architecture of what it represents reveals that there is a clear evidence of ineptitude, lack of professionalism, lack of due diligence, and even in some cases intends to commit fraud in all the offices where his transaction passed through. Because the man is not superhuman. He couldn't have pulled all this thing through all alone without the collaboration of insiders, not an insider. Instead of the Accountant General coming out to tell us that he hijacked our letter to the presidency, to the Chief of Staff office. Like I have a lawyer friend. He will always say that your defense is even worse than your offense. Your attempts are, how can you tell me you wrote a letter, someone hijacked it? There is a timeline. What is the distance between your office and the presidency? That you can, or don't you even have somebody you can call there? I sent a letter. I didn't see it. Okay. Over the phone, you accompany such a letter with verbal communication over the phone. We've seen so a letter is coming to that effect. Please kindly respond. So these are the things that is not like that is not, they have not been able to bring to the fore for Nigerians to know that truly they did what they are supposed to do, that it was the suspect now that is being superhuman, that he has become what Igbo people call ikuku.
Really?
Ikuku is wind that nobody can hold, something that is blowing across. You can only feel it, you can't see it. So it's not an ikuku. Okay. And everywhere, this one said is like hijack. This one said to get a space to put container in Abuja, you have to know Wiki. Yeah. You have to know somebody who is more than Wiki. That's the minister. Not to talk of getting an allocation at the federal secretariat. So this will stop. Instead of trying to confuse us, this will convince us. This woman has convinced us now, the head of service, that she is human and all other persons in the civil service are humans. And he had admitted that error. She had admitted the error, and this admittance is a signal to the fact that there is no likelihood of a repeat of this kind of scandal.
All right, let's go for this commercial. Before we come back, we'll continue from where we stop. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Guy, we don't need talk since so. Ha, make I go do my work, eh? We go continue this talk later.
Good morning.
Oh boy, you don't talk.
I followed you yesterday.
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now.
Thanks for coming back.
Follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you dey on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load down, talk they go.
Go. Let's make your teeth so strong. So cover your mouth.
Okay. Thank God. We are managing to.
Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero gravity and red bread. If you use a Colgate paste, not to do it with your mouth. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, number one oral care brand in the world.
Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? And are you a Nigerian? I'm asking so that I will know whether you are enjoying all our...
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
I don't have to talk too much. I don't know. Okay. That's great. Hope everyone over there is doing well.
I think I go do my work, eh? We'll continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. How about? You know the tire.
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle. Don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly,
No wonder you are very
they follow you like you. Talk until you tire. When you did on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load down, talk, they go.
You're welcome, Ma.
Oh, I don't tire for this my television. No better picture, no better sound at all.
My brother, follow who know Rodo. Nigeria don't go digital with free TV. You get over 100 channels. And see, you don't go pay every month. But I will need new box, no now. Use any free to air decoder.
At least you're able to hear about Nigeria
mobile app for your phone. Just point your dish to night concert and enjoy. Don't be so I tell you.
Digital.
Sorry, I'm looking at two screens at a time.
No let them leave you for back. Switch to digital now. Free TV,
news
better
I'm
TV,
reading.
no monthly wahala.
Malaria, go away. Charlatan, knock you away. 3 days is all it takes.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new no smoky party. One that's smoky flavor that delights your taste buds. New no smoky party, jollof. New no smoky party, jollof. Smoky party,
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
give me no. Give me smoky party, jollof. New no smoky party, jollof. Why are you still paying 1,250 naira per liter when your neighbors are paying 450 naira per SCM?
Stop losing money. The CNG movement is here. It's safe, it's verified, and it's smarter.
No cash for conversion, no problem. With Money Points MCGC and Credit Corp, you can convert now and pay small while you save big on fuel.
CNG.
Cleaner, safer, affordable, driving Nigeria forward.
Visit any PICNG accredited conversion centers today or visit www.pci.gov.ng. ẹ̀yin tí bá pàpà mi náà ti gbogbo ilẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Zuri ló ṣe kíni Zuri ló lọ kọ́ṣọ́kọ́ yọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo yín ṣe mọ̀ wípé iná dídá ò rọrùn látòrí gígé àlùbọ́sà lílọ edé lẹ́yìn náà ìbànújẹ́ pé ṣé oúnjẹ náà yóò dára ṣé oúnjẹ náà yóò dùn ṣùgbọ́n láti ìgbà tí mo ti ń lo ohun ìsebẹ̀ Zuri ni àkókò ibi ìdáná ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àkókò àlejò fún mi. Pẹ̀lú díẹ̀ Zuri oúnjẹ mi máa ń dùn òórùn rẹ̀ sì máa ń dùn gan ni. Zuri ló lọ kọ́sẹ̀ ṣọkọ yọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ ó ṣe kíni. Bọ́ṣọ́ọ̀kì Zuri wà ní gbogbo ọjà àti ṣọ́ọ̀bù káàkiri Nàìjíríà ní irú ṣíkì, jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù, bíìfù àti classic. Zuri ló ṣe kíni Zuri ló lọ bọ́ṣẹ́ ṣáì.
Make your cooking fun.
This is back to school season. Sobe FM is giving you the biggest promo of the year. Buy 5 jingle advert slots and get 2 absolutely free. Buy 10 slots and get 4 more free. Just like that. Wait till it never finish. Buy 10 slots of jingle and enjoy an extra bonus of special eye. Back to school. Let your brand shine. Sobe FM deal is right on time. Buy more and get more. It's true. Let the whole city hear from you. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity today. Visit Sobe FM in Lorry today or call 08060342608. Again, 08060342608. Sobe FM back to school promo. It's a real deal.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. First, with the news.
You're welcome back to today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. Close analysis, the Thursday edition with Mariam Afolabi, Ayobola Anila Aliyu, and Adebayo Abubakar. So, still on our conversation, Adebayo, my question is that in a Nigerian environment, in more Senate client, when things like this happen, especially with the HOAs actually, admitting that they were at fault and they take responsibility. Do you think that there should be some sort of prosecution or disciplinary action that should be taken to ensure that this does not repeat itself in the future?
Of course, that is what it means. She has to go back and put in place measures that will prevent recurrence, and that the first step is to identify those who are culpable. In that, if it is laxity, if it is intentional collusion with the fraud, or maybe just lack of professionalism, then you make sure that such a person gets the prescribed penalty as it is entailed, as it is entrenched in the civil service rule. And that is just the way to go about it. When somebody suffers that same fate beside you, next time, if something similar is coming your way, you will say, please, I don't want what happened in 1468 to happen.
Well, you see, Adebayo, I do have another angle to see that, because you said probably the person should face whatever it is as provided by the civil service rule. Now, it's already a legal matter, right? So I think with what she has said, it sounds like an admittance of negligence. So, like legally, now for her as the HOS herself, who is responsible for that ministry?
It is a legal matter. It's a subject of litigation at the moment, or there is a prosecution. But the HOS or the civil service is not part of the parties in dispute. So this one is independent. It is the House probing, and on the basis of that, as a matter of resolution after the whole exercise, the House can recommend what line of action the head of service should take, and they will be binding on them. So they might recommend that those culpable civil servants should face disciplinary procedure in accordance with the civil service rule. So I'm not sure. I don't think the head of service is part of the prosecution.
Yes.
Not even the chief of staff that was mentioned.
All right, so let's move on with another headline here. This is defeat terrorists and not opposition, and this is from the ADC as they tackle President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over his fight to finish remark. Initially the president had made that remark suggesting that he would fight politically his opponents to the finish mark. Now, as far as this statement is concerned, first of all, I want you to help us to analyze that statement coming from the president, and second of all, for the opposition, because even Atiku Abubakar is saying something too. So how do you see their reaction to this? Is this just always politically motivated?
Of course, politicians will always play politics, but they are saying the truth. The commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, his primary responsibility is to command the troop at his disposal, under his command, to make sure we defeat these people. And that is what he should do. But the opposition should also remember that security is a collective responsibility. It's a collective responsibility. So they should not also try to score cheap political point out of it. Like somebody wrote last week that we like to play politics with everything, but that we should steer clear of politics. There are many other things to play politics with, not security, because it is there has to be security before you can even aspire to run for an office.
Definitely.
Otherwise, everything those aspirations will die with you. But the Nigerian politicians don't seem to know that everything they are looking for, where to, particularly now in the era of social media, they come out and say, what are they going to say now that even Tinubu himself had not said in the past, that is now coming back to haunt him? So if they too continue to say those things, by the time when they come to power, people will start reminding them too. Because as it stands right now, none of those people shouting as opposition now has never been in government. And to the best of my knowledge, this thing has been lingering for decades. So they were part of the incubation, the administration in charge during the incubation period. So if they are that knowledgeable too, they would have prevented it. Remember, this insecurity is as a result of cumulative failure of governance over the past 2 or 3 decades. So none of this current crop of politicians could be exonerated from what is happening to us as far as security is concerned. Those of them who have been opportune in the past to hold political offices, what did they do with it? Self-enrichment at the detriment of the betterment of the collective, the citizenry. Somebody who is to serve as the minister for health, for example, to ensure that hospitals are built around, They prefer to go to Dubai. They won't do that, and they will go to Dubai for their own malaria treatment and come back. Now they are in opposition. They will be telling us that should fix the hospital. That does not also preclude the fact that the government should do what it needs to be done, because they are not innocent of all those. If you permit me to call it charges, they are not innocent. But they should just know that there are some of us who are not interested in all their political shenanigans. All those exactly. So what an average Nigerians want is that I'm sick, I feel sick, I go to the hospital, I get treatment at an affordable rate and get well. I'm hungry, I get to the market, I am able to find affordable food. My children wants to go to school, they go to quality school with affordable fees. ETC, I want to travel from here to this, I don't have to run into any potholes. In most of Nigerian roads today, you don't get to dodge potholes. You choose the one you enter
really?
and come out. So it is that bad. So they should not just come and be mouthing surface security. Insecurity is a collective, because as the section that I think section 14 also, subsection 5 says security shall be the collective, the primary responsibility of government. He did not. That section did not say the federal government. It did not say state government. It did not say local government. It means all the government. And the last time I checked, we are in a democracy that is defined as the government of the people,
by the people,
for the people.
Yes.
So we have a role to play. We are governments too. Whether you are opposition or you are in the ruling party.
Okay, so when we are blaming the government, I will call your name too.
Just as I'm entitled to call you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, about governance, and I have this one, budget 2026, government agencies vote 400 billion naira for mosques, palaces, and halls. Let me just stop here, because I think this story already. Do you see traditional institutions like the mosque, halls, and churches and all that we mentioned here as part of responsibility of the government to provide for the citizen?
You see, Yoruba people say, our politicians, they sometimes they revel in frivolities, or sometimes it could be as a result of maybe the need to provide food for the boys, political IOU. At this very critical juncture of our nationhood, where we are facing fiscal challenges, every now and then borrowing. You now have the one you have through revenue, through internally generated revenue. You are splashing it on things that matters less, sponsoring pilgrims to Hajj and Jerusalem. You have not forgotten that you have to sponsor the Babalawos too, if they want to, even if they want to kill elephants to appease their gods. Because Nigeria, the last time I checked, is a secular state according to section 10 of the constitution. So you focus on these religious activities that does not have direct economic impact on the people. That is why if you go look along Lagos Ibadan Expressway, where factories used to be, we have religious organizations now taking over the whole places. The society from which we borrow the two religions are now going industrial. Talk of Saudi Arabia, talk of UAE, Qatar, that's in the Middle East generally, and Israel. Israel is one of the most advanced countries. You can't mention 5 most advanced countries in the world technologically without mentioning Israel. Every other thing, just imagine we are talking of security, where our military men, our security forces need equipment to tackle insurgency and banditry. You now mobilize some cleric to go and pray. You send them to Mecca. They come back. Among those who are going to Mecca, bandits are among them. Returnees going and coming back safely without you being able to identify them. The insecurity continues. And the society from which we borrowed this religion, they don't resort to prayer in fighting terrorism or insecurity. Iran has been fighting the US for the past 5 months. They did not resort to prayer. They resorted to technology. They invested heavily in technology.
All right.
The same thing with Israel.
Let's pause here. When we come back from this break, we'll continue from there. I'll talk about other headlines. Please stay tuned.
Oh, my IBDC meter unit don't finish now. See bad time to go kill buy token now go stress me well.
How you don't worry like that? Just use iRecharge.
Are you recharge? How that one take work?
Simple. Download the iRecharge app from App Store or Play Store and pay your IBEDC bill or buy prepaid token instant. You can also Also dial *6606*1# on your phone.
Sharp like that.
Even better, your IBEDC meter now gets permanent bank account number. Just do one bank transfer to the account number and receive your token or pay your bill within seconds. Or visit www.irecharge.ng. Make you start today.
iRecharge. Convenience. Accessibility.
Can see a trial.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemether and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Guy, we don't need talk since. You can go do my work, go continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. Come back, you know the tire.
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now. Make me say they follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you did on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load down, talk, they go. kárílé tó dáa fi ṣe bùsùn ṣe gbogbo kára lè fọkànbalẹ̀ kọ́lé sí tàbí dògún lórí dúkìá ilé àtilé ọ̀pá homes and properties limited wà fún ọ. ilé iṣẹ́ tó yarantí tó sì fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà tó bá ṣe tán tó fẹ́ ra ilé àbílé sí gbogbo ibi sẹ́mọ́ǹtì ti gbé jọlẹ̀ nílọrin àti yíká orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà lápapọ̀. òótọ́ ọ̀nù àti ìwọ́mọlúwàbí pọ́nbélé la gbé dání ní ọ̀pá homes and properties limited. bó ṣe ilé àbílé tó wà lójú títì láti fi ṣe ilé iṣẹ́ àtàwọn ẹ́stéètì gbogbo tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí bàbá wọn àdúgbò tó ṣe ń dìde lẹ́bọ̀ ìgbésẹ̀ àti sọ́mọ́ ṣe fẹ́ sí ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ lórí àbílé tó bọ́dà ní ọ̀pá ohun ìlú ìlú pérépéré kò sì ní sí wàhálà òun ò nílẹ̀. má sì gbàgbé yàtọ̀ sí gbígbé tàbí lílo ìdókòwò dúkìá ilé àti ilé lórí iye lórí jùlọ báwa dòwò pọ̀ ní ọ̀pá homes and properties limited tó wà ní Rukamat Plaza No. 1 Òróró Táíwò Òkè nílùú Ìlọrin pé tàbí kò.
ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n gbé wá fún mi àbí tákọ̀ màpilẹ̀ sọ nísìnyí. ọlọ́pàá tó gbé wá fún yín àwọn wo ni yín.
Abdulrazak Abubakar Tony University, AATU, Okeogba, Gama, Kwara State, a fast-growing non-profit university, is pleased to inform parents, guardians, and prospective students of the newly approved programs at AATU by the National Universities Commission (NUC). The programs approved are Community Health Science, Nursing Science, Public Health Science, Medical Laboratory Science, Intelligence and Security Studies, Political Science, Public Administration, Mass Communication, Artificial Intelligence, Microbiology, Industrial Chemistry, Medical Physics, Common Law, Common and Islamic Law. Also, our existing programs are in full operation, including IJMB program. Our security network is top-notch. Choose AATU as your first choice and get your admission without stress. For further details, visit www.aatu.edu.ng or call
0816 all these arrests wey dey arrest up and down make una no arrest Davido. ọmọ bóyá máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ politically ó máa ń campaign fún ọkùnrin.
àwọn èèyàn kì í mọ bí dátà wọn ṣe máa ń tètè jó tán èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ alágbèéká wa jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ ẹ sí bó ti ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an kété tí olówó mi bá ti sùn ni màá ti máa ṣe ohun tí kò ní mọ̀ tó bá sì mọ̀ apẹ̀rẹ̀ kí n sáré ṣe auto update yẹn tí oorun bá ti wọ̀ lára iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn màá ṣe cloud backup tó bá ti wá fi oorun rẹ̀ ti jẹ́ tí ó lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ mọ gbogbo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ lórí ayélujára tí olówó mi bá ti jí ẹgbọ́n tó máa ń wí.
yé mo gbé o dátà tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe máa ti tọ̀.
ṣé mi ò sọ fún ẹ.
jára ẹ má jẹ́ kí fóònù ẹ máa fi dátà rẹ ṣe ogle ṣe àkíyèsí auto update pa àwọn apps tí o kò bá nílò nígbàkúgbà.
ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ lásán lè mí o kòkòrò tí ń jẹ dátà lè jẹkújẹ fún ẹni tí ò bá ṣe àmójútó dátà rẹ̀.
jẹ ìgbádùn dátà rẹ ní pẹ̀lẹ́mù limit 100 MTN.
Fun about TikTok. Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong, so cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smell. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero committing a fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste, not to do yanga with your smell. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, number one oral care brand in the world.
lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà àwọn èèyàn kì í mọ bí dátà wọn ṣe máa ń tètè jó tán èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ alágbèéká wa jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ ẹ sí bó ti ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an kété tí olówó mi bá ti sùn ni màá ti máa ṣe ohun tí kò ní mọ̀ tó bá sì mọ̀. Àpẹẹrẹ kí n sáré ṣe auto update nìyẹn tí oorun bá ti bọ̀ lára. Iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn, màá ṣe cloud backup tó bá ti wá fi oorun rẹ̀ sí GR3. Gbogbo àwọn apps tó ti ṣí sílẹ̀ lèmi á máa refresh ní tèmi o, tó fi dórí àwọn apps tí ó lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ mọ gbogbo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ lórí ayélujára tí olówó mi bá ti jí ẹgbọ́n tó máa ń wí.
yéè mo gbé o dátà tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe máa ti tọ̀.
Ṣé mi ò sọ fún ẹ?
jára ẹ má jẹ́ kí fóònù ẹ máa fi dátà rẹ ṣe ogle. ṣe àkíyèsí auto updates pa àwọn apps tí o kò bá nílò nígbàkúùgbà.
Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ lásán lèmi o, kòkòrò tí ń jẹ dátà ní ìjẹkújẹ fún ẹni tí ò bá ṣe àmójútó dátà rẹ̀.
jẹ́ ìgbádùn dátà rẹ ní pẹ̀lẹ́mù limit 100 MTN.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Krima, even when you need to clear your eyes. Kivo Krima, when you need to have a break time. Kivo Krima, not tea, but for Garita. Kivo Krima, Kivo Krima, Kivo Krima, Kivo Krima.
Good time moments with Kivo Krima.
Kivo Krima.
No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new no smoking party. Everyone that's smoking flavor, that delights your taste buds. New no smoking party, your love, your love. New no smoking party, your love, smoking party, your love.
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
Give me no, give me smoking party, your love. New no smoking party, your love, your love, your love.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom are about to cut the cake.
Wait!
My love, wetin happen?
Before I marry you, the TV where you promise, the fridge nko, where you dey? Washing machine nko, will I be using my hands to wash clothes in 2026?
Wow.
Cancel this wedding. Relax, everybody. Who said I must buy everything once? I use CDK. CDK? Yes, so I dey pay small. Fridge, washing
That
machine,
division.
even phone system. Na CDK.
Really don't know much
So all
about
those things don't already dey house?
how
Abba,
people
since last month.
behave.
First off, continue the wedding.
Walk on down, join together.
Why stress yourself?
Situation
Get
of
phones,
Nigeria,
TVs,
every-
solar appliances,
they can
furniture,
still
and
let it
more
in this
on CDK.
Nigeria.
Pay small, zero interest, no market
They all
price.
believe that once you
Download
get
CDK
it
today.
from
Telephone
office, the next thing is to
0707
go and
454 3005.
CDK, pay small, live big.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. First, with the news.
Let's go. Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. Those analysis ones. Thank you so much for tuning to the program. Before going for that break with governors, this headline that says budget 2026 government agencies vote 400 billion naira for most policies and all. Adibayo, we've talked about religious institutions, but what about traditional institutions? We know that they are under the Nigerian local government. So, giving policies and all.
The problem is the hypocrisy of the political elites. One, give the traditional ruler constitutional role to play. No. Yet, you need their goodwill when it is election season. That is the problem. That is why there is a kind of hide and seek. They are playing hide and seek with our traditional institution. And unfortunately, the colonial masters had bastardized the traditional institution. Are you aware that all the traditional rulers in Nigeria are under a local government chairman? And the governors don't even wait for local government chairman to handle matters. It is the governor that dethrones. But it is local government that pays salary of those who are getting token. And the role these royal fathers play in maintaining social order, it is those police posts or civil defense that are in rural area that can appreciate how much dispute they resolve. They relieve them, or those in even local courts. Go to some Alangwa, Magajis, what do they call it now? Their living room in the evening, see how they resolve conflicts. If those conflicts were to be brought before the courts or the police, they will be overwhelmed. Yet, the political elite fail to recognize these people and the strategic role they play in maintaining social order in society. All they do is to, when politics come, they can lodge them in a 5-star hotel, take them to anywhere in the world. After that, it ends there. These are people who derive their legitimacy, they derive their authority from the respect, from the traditional, from the custom and tradition. They do not buy it. It is not something you buy the way they buy votes. So without goodwill, if you don't give them constitutional role to play in maintaining law and order in the society, you see how, orderly things will go and how much relieved the institutions, government institutions, other institutions that are charged with law enforcement will be, and they will be able to focus on something else. You will not be using police to go and settle land dispute. You will not be using police to go and settle girlfriend-boyfriend matter. That is a civil case. So those are the issues. So they only I don't want to use some languages on air. What they do to the reputation of our traditional, they traffic in it. They use it for electoral, for political purposes. Yet they are not adequately rewarded. How do I mean? I'm not saying giving them money, giving them the constitutional role. Let their words to carry some legal weight, because they are the closest to the people, and the respect they have from the people is natural. It's not derived from any form of coercion.
So it's not just about infrastructure.
Just imagine an average Ilorin man is somewhere around the corner, and from nowhere the entourage of the emir just came. Instantaneously you see them say, that is the kind of respect these people have. No governor, even I know some governor that some people will spit in their face if they see them physically. But not so with these traditional rulers. Government goes and come back. I mean, government goes, government come. These people remain.
They are static there.
Their reputation, their authority, their charisma is enduring. It's for a lifetime. So it is unfortunate. So coming to do what they are doing now, they should go a step further by giving them constitutional role. And that can better be achieved if the people we call our representatives also appreciate the importance of our traditional institutions. If they respect our traditional rulers, they should do that, make sure that happens through legislation at the National Assembly. If they do that, I'm very sure the president will know that this is the heartbeat of the people. This is what the people want. So that is my take on that.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, let's go into another one here. As DSS arraigns 5 Ansari suspects over Oyo School's abduction. Now, there seems, of course, there's a lot going on with the Riri kidnapping up till now, but now let's talk about DSS. And, of recent, they seem to be displaying some sets of efficiency. So I want to ask you, Adebayo, do you agree that, they, at least somehow, probably they have been hearing a lot, and then maybe they are taking the security issues more serious than usual?
You see, I'm a Marxist.
Yes.
So I know when the interest of the elite is threatened, then we'll begin to see some concrete action. Unfortunately, majority of operatives of our security forces are part of the masses. They don't belong to the elite. But the elite manipulates their services for their own personal safety. But as it stands right now, nobody is feeling safe again. The bandits know that they have squeezed us, we the poor masses. Nothing more. Nothing is coming out. They now go after juicy targets. In Kebbi State about 3 days ago, they said they went after a chief judge, a state high court judge. They even asked him, are you not justice so and so? Unknowingly, innocently, he said, out of naivety, he said yes. That was how they did that. So they are now targeting, identifying. So the elites now know that they are as vulnerable as Mariam and Bayo and Ayola. So that is why we see this. We do credit to the DSS for their professionalism. I'm honestly speaking, I'm encouraged and I'm impressed. Particularly with the speed with which they dispatch with the litigation, the prosecution of
the first 3, yes.
So that is what we want. Not somebody staying. There was a certain Kabiru Sokoto who was the mastermind of Madala bombing in 2011 December. Do you know that as late as 2000 and at least about 4 years later, the guy was still in detention. Not sentenced though. He was still in detention, doing jailbreak. He escaped and was even caught in one of the political elites in Borno State's house in Abuja.
Yes, it was a viral
prosecution process.
Alright.
But the speed with which this one is,
And
that
then
is, there should even be a special
we'll have to
court.
go for this break. When we come back, we'll continue from there.
Oh, yeah, this special court, come on.
Come on, go.
Try it, yeah, over it. Come on,
So that they will know that it's not business as usual.
Good time moments.
Don't mind
It's Kivo
I
Creamer.
think something is in my eyes.
Is it okay to make fun of our TikTok? Let's have a talk. Go get makes your TikTok strong. So cover your mouth.
Me and Motutu Omu won.
Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate.
About the top skin.
If you use a Colgate paste, not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate.
One oral care brand in the world. Do you know that you can actually call him on phone? So that you can hear your voice. They also call out the number, the studio lines. That's, but it takes a lot of luck. You know, every other person will be calling. So sometimes it will be difficult to.
No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new, no smoky tatty toilet.
Like I was saying, we can actually call into the studio on phone from any part of the world.
That your day and have a good time. You Creamer, even when you need to clear your eyes. You Creamer, when you need to have a break time. You Creamer,
I don't know.
Good time moments. It's Kivo Creamer.
Don't do me like this,
Yes, this is back to school season. Sobe FM is giving you the biggest promo of the year. Buy 5 GB advance slots and get 2 absolutely free. Buy 10 slots and get 4 more free. Just like that. Wait till it never finish. Buy 10 slots of jingle and enjoy an extra bonus of special eye. Back to school. Let your brand shine. Sobe FM deal is right on time. Buy more and get more. It's true. Let the whole city hear from you. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity today. Visit Sobe FM in Lorry today or call 080-60-34-2608. Again, 080-60-34-2608. Sobe FM back to school promo. It's a real deal.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. First, with the news.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials post analysis. You are welcome to the last lap of the show with Mariam Afolabi, Adebayo Abubakar, and Ayobola and La Aliu. And now we can pick calls. You can call us on 091 24221019, 091 24221019, or 005-189-9241. As we're expecting calls, Adebayo Abubakar, let's start up on that conversation on insecurity in Nigeria, and that's the level at which the security agencies have risen up. That could be the whole issue.
So I would appreciate if there could be an establishment of a special court to try cases like this, because sometimes even prolonging this prosecution will be at the expense of the state. Will be feeding them in detention after having wreaked this much havoc. Do you know how much violence has been done to local economy, rural economy across the country? Majority of farmers in Kwara South now, some of them have taken refuge in nearby, urban communities like Umuaran, Ofa, Ilorin, Uru, and the rest of them. Meanwhile, those are the platform, the shoulder upon which the national economic rests. because they produce the food we eat in Ilorin, the one we eat in Abuja, the one we eat in Lagos, Port Harcourt, and the rest of them. This rural.
Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Comrade,
Good morning, Mr. Richmond, your contribution.
I would like for to appeal to the federal government.
Okay.
Please, to be serious of this because the way things, is not an part of Nigeria. It's not good. So many people have been killed. What happened if just in another thing will take by body. But finally, what I want to say now, look at what is going on. Now they want to condemn this security side. Now, they like to tell them to push Amatebu. They want to condemn Amatebu to take care of security in election. They want to tell them to push Wara back. If that's normal thing in Nigeria, that is why we say we don't want the state police because they are if they are Christians, the Amatebu not to go to the fight for it, not to fight for election or to be an election session.
All right. Thank you very much, comrade, for your contribution. Adeba Abubakar, nothing was said on insecurity issue. So when you see to this one, it seems that he still believes that state police will be abused based on some development that we have already in some states.
My position is clear on state police. We are faced with making a choice between the state government assuming it has been established, between them abusing it against their political opponents and having to beg bandits. Imagine having somebody trekking from Kwara South to Lokoja inside bush. So is that what we choose because you are afraid the governors will abuse it? As if those governors too will not leave office. And even if they abuse it against their political rivals, what is my business? How many Nigerians are politicians? They are not up to 1% of our population. And government and democracy is about the comfort, the betterment of life for the majority of the people, not for the political class. So it is the politicians that are afraid of that because they know what they will do with it if they get it too. Those in opposition who are shouting, if they are in charge, that's what they will do. That's why they think they can do that.
All right, let's pick this story. Hello, good morning. Okay, I don't think this your contribution is part of what we're talking about here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
This is PFIPC. I'm calling from Redeport.
Okay, your contribution.
On the issue of security, the way our politicians are looking at system, they are taking it serious because they are not concerned. But and again, the issue of that our king, the way they are doing that, the politicians doesn't respect them once again. It's because of the way they were being, they were put on the show. Some of them lost, and it was this government that put them there, so they answer to them. So that's why many of them have lost their respect to all these politicians. That's why they were taking them for granted. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that. But according to Adebayo Abubakar, they were there not by buying votes or lobbying in, but by the respect and the traditions.
It is part of the bastardization brought about by the impact of colonialism. It is the colonial masters who handed over that legacy to our political elite, such that a governor who was elected and will be there for just at maximum 8 years will dethrone a king. We've seen a dethroned king now come back after the exit of that governor.
Oh, really?
That is to tell you how lasting their own legacy can be. Your own is ephemeral, your own is very transient. You came in, after 8 years, you left, you dethrone, during that 8 years, you dethrone a king that was installed by the traditional authority of that society. Now, after your exit, somebody who believed in the sanctity of that throne reverted your decision. So that is to tell you, the earlier the better we remove it from under this political influence.
The better. All right, thank you very much. This is where we're going to be joining the content on today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. The Thursday edition tomorrow will come here with the fresh new edition. On today, stay tuned to Sobi 101.9 FM.
ẹ tẹ́tí sí ìkéde pàtàkì yìí
Only you don't have to be on that platform.
èyí ni Kúrẹ́ndé Youth Ambassadors fi ń kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú mọ̀lẹ́bí bàbá mọ́gàjì adílàmú
ẹ bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó gùn kí mẹ́rẹ̀ àbí ẹ̀jọ́ sọ pé
Alhaji Abdulrahim Aremu olówólàgbà mọ́gàjì adílàmú òkèodò lọ́jáde láyé lẹ́yìn àádọ́rùn ọdún 40 years ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ àti ọmọ ọmọ ni
ẹ má gbé bọ̀
olówólàgbà ajé
pọ́ọ̀sì kí la rí.
Meanwhile, ìgbà tó sọ kò ṣe pé ìrò pé.
Sóbì FM gangan.
Èmi ló fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó sọ ẹ̀rú pa ó sáwá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ni.
Ní gate ẹ bá ti bèrè ní gate kẹ́ ọ̀kẹ́ pè mí.
Ṣé lẹ́gbọ́n ó ti dákẹ́ tí mo fi sọ pé kì í.
A ní kẹ́ máa gbé bọ̀ sí Sóbì FM gangan tẹ́ bá ti dé gate kẹ́ pè mí.
Wọ́n pe bọ́ ìkan ní ó ti kú sí wọ́n pè ní Centenary.
Ṣé gbọ́?
Bàtà wà Royal FM. He will even leave studio tá bá parí yóò wá máa bá yàn lórí Facebook.
Thank you.
Ìgbà tá máa find out àti wọ́n ní kò lẹ́sẹ̀ ọmọ Edo State ni kò pẹ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn tó fi kú. Everybody wa èmi Dérayọ̀ Dàda fún mi àyàwó wa la block ẹ̀ lórí Facebook.
Mo ti ẹ̀ fi pé kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sọ pé you don't have to be on that topic tá à ń discuss gbàtí mo wá ní
èmi rò pé you don't have to bring it up again for Bayo to talk.
That was what he said. You don't have to be on that platform.
You should leave that platform.
Okay, ó ti. No, a máa òfin ẹ̀yẹ ń sìn a máa debate ẹ̀ ní a máa amend ẹ̀. Anytime tó bá ti gbọ́ Rotimi from Oro and YouTube please ẹ máa blank it out. Kò jẹ́ nígbà lórí perspective fún ẹlẹ́wọ̀n bí i aláìyá ẹ̀dá.